Coming live from you all the way in St. Louis, Missouri to Hawaii. I am pleased to have here with me my dear friend. I've known you for quite some time. We go way back. A celebrity wardrobe stylist. She is a fashion designer, hip hop artist, Mz.007.
We need some claps and some cheers. Hey, Justin.
How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm so good. So blessed to be alive here, talking to you. It's a lot going on, friend.
Congratulations on all your success in your career. I know the last time that we talked, talking about doing some stuff in television, doing some stuff in the fashion, clothing business. You were just recently on a TV show.
Supersized Salon, TV at 9:30 p.m. Central. I mean, we're in Vegas doing our thing, man. It's gonna be very big for the plus size community with glam, beauty, fashion, all of that. We plan to completely take over those industries. So I'm a part of this show called Supersized Salon, where I am a celebrity fashion stylist and custom couture intimates designer. A lot of people have been seeing for the past few years, I've been doing custom bras and corsets. I've gained a reputable reputation, showing women how to be more sexy, dress more sexy. I'm providing inventory of items that you can only get from me. And I have this amazing opportunity to show the world through Supersized Salon. A friend of mine, very close friend of mine, Jamie Lopez, is the owner of a salon called Baby Doll Beauty Couture in Las Vegas. And she was presented with the opportunity to do a reality show. And WeTV bought the show. It's going to be a big move. I'm super excited. We're all super excited. The world has never seen anything like this. Yes, there's going to be drama. Everybody wants to know. But I think the most important thing I want people to know is this won't be trash TV. We won't be fighting and killing each other and nearly killing each other or anything like that. I mean, yes, there's drama. Yes, there's some juice. Yes, we do have disagreements, things like that. But we try to keep it real clean and purposeful on the show, just to give you an idea of what we got going on. But yeah, it's some drama. So it ain't gonna be boring. It ain't just all glitz and glam. We do a lot of glamming, but do a lot of partying.
So as you mentioned, you've got lots going on in your career. Definitely want to talk to you about celebrity wardrobe. You're being a stylist. You have Baby Doll Beauty Couture, an owner of Big Intimates plus size clothing for plus size women. What is it that you enjoy about fashion, and what is it that you enjoy about being a designer?
Wearing the clothes. I like to look good, and I want people around me to look good. So finding cute, trendy, fashionable things in my size is what I enjoy the most. And I also enjoy doing that for my consumer. Being a designer is something that just naturally came to me. I was having issues finding clothes that I thought were sexy and cool and fun with today's time. Created a way to have that at my disposal unlimitedly by doing it myself. In the process of doing that, I became so good at it that people just wanted custom pieces done for themselves as well. I've always been crafty and creative in that way, but I guess I didn't figure out how to use that until I had to. I think it was a blessing in disguise, I should say, and a gift that I knew I probably could have, but didn't know I had. I've always been pretty good with my hands. Anything that I touch kind of does what it's supposed to do.
If your career wasn't in fashion or being a designer, what do you think your career would have been? Now, I know you have a career in music as well. Let's just say if your career wasn't in fashion and being a designer.
Honestly, I don't know, but if I had to, it probably would still be something TV, acting, something of that nature. I love to cook. I'm not saying I would be a chef, but maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I think it would still be something along the line of entertainment, just to coincide with the music.
Now, you're from St. Louis, Missouri. I know that you're back there now. I know that you were in Las Vegas and Texas and just all over the world, all over the globe, doing lots of great things. Being that you're from St. Louis, Missouri, what is it like being there, and what are some of your favorite places to see?
Being here is a little tiptoey. It has its ups and downs, but it's the love for me. It's the love of my peers, my family, my friends, and that's what draws me back. Lost my dad to COVID last July, and it's been a rough road for all of us, but since he's been gone, we've all become so much closer. We've always been a close-knit family, but it seems like now the glue is gone. We want to keep it together, so we've all become the glue. And you don't traditionally see that in families. Sometimes they just kind of fall apart when the glue is gone. I try to make it my business to be here in longer spurts now, months at a time when I can, or at least a few weeks. Could stop missing so much because, being a star, being ambitious, and moving away from your home and foundation can be a struggle because you don't really get that same feel in other places. I mean, yeah, you'll start something new and you'll meet new people, but it's nothing like your family. Your family is always going to be, whether you're rich, poor, broke, famous, or not. And so being here for me is more sentimental. It's something that I'm always going to do. No matter where I am in life, I'm always going to come home. My favorite place to visit is anywhere downtown, even though it can sometimes be the most dangerous place to be. But I enjoy being in the ambiance of the arch and the stadium and my people. I do tend to gravitate towards anything that's like a monumental location for St. Louis.
I'm sure there's lots of names, or maybe even a few names that you're picking and choosing from. But your stage name, where that all started from?
Everybody loves to ask me that question, but it's actually just my last name. My last name is Bond with an S, but it originally was without the S. That's a long historical family story we could talk about another time. My last name is Bonds, and it's simple. 007. My great grandfather's name actually was James Bond without the S. So it's holding on to my family values.
For those who don't know, or for those who do know, you've had a big hit years ago, but it's still a big hit, viral hit. Talk about your biggest single, Important. I know it was featured in Southwest Airlines and on commercials all over the globe. It's been featured in clubs all over the globe, all over the world, even in Hawaii as well.
So Important started, I lived in St. Louis, moved to LA with my brother, who's my manager, producer. And he and we recorded this song called Important, and it went viral beyond viral, like almost 12 million views on Facebook. It's just been up from there. That song has been timeless, and I'm just appreciative to be able to kind of brag about putting out one song that has brought me so much success years and years after. Definitely played a part of my longevity in this industry. Yeah, this song is important to my life and my career. Honestly, my brother asked me when me and my girls were in a club, how do we want to feel? And the only thing I could say was important, VIP, popping the bottles, da 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 da. And the hook just came out and we wrote that together. And then he left me overnight with the song. And when he came back, it was done. I did the verses and we recorded it. And the rest is history.
If you could go back to that time before you were writing music, what was your career like? What was your career like before Important came out?
I was rapping for about 4 years already, but just locally in St. Louis. And I was pretty much the hottest female artist in the city. I had pretty much hit a ceiling and surpassed everything and everyone that was coming out of St. Louis. And there was really nothing else here for me to accomplish. One of the reasons my brother had kind of gave me an option, because I was in college at the time, working on my career. I was in college and I went to go visit him. This is before Important. And he's like, well, I really think that you have a fair chance. I want to make sure that you get it. And he basically was like, look, you can go back to St. Louis and sit in the classroom, or you could stay here and pursue your career in music, and we'll make sure that the family supports you. And I stayed. I never came back to St. Louis, other than to visit, of course. I went there on a 2-week round trip, but I never got back on the plane to come back home. And then I came back, packed up everything, and it became a permanent move.
You talk about your realization of wanting to do music for your future career. When you were growing up, who were some of your inspirations in music? Who influenced you?
Missy Elliott. Actually not rapping before I started rapping. I was singing and a gospel singer. I kind of lost my mojo with that. and started doing club promoting and community events. And that's how I got known. A friend came to me and challenged me to write a verse on this hook he had written. And I kind of rewrote the whole song, and the rest is history. It wasn't important. It was a different song, but it was the song that kind of made me Mz.007 in my hometown and in the Midwest, really, because I did a lot of local shows in like Indiana, Kentucky, Chicago, Michigan. We toured all around this area as much as we could when I first started rapping.
Now, what song was that?
Very first song that I ever did, and it's called You Like That. And it's kind of was a big girl anthem back then. Everybody loved it. It was on every radio show in the Midwest. It was everywhere. You know, we didn't have a whole lot of social media platforms that we could kind of capitalize off of. So a lot of it was footwork for me. We were still pressing up CDs and popping them out the trunks and things like that. And it got me very far.
Now, when you were in college, what were you majoring in? And if your career wasn't in music, do you think your college degree would have been something that you probably would have done for your future?
Because I really could go back and finish. I only had a semester left. I literally have like a 90 something credit. My degree actually has helped me and helps me still to this day. My major was business management with an emphasis in marketing. So I kind of have like an ups and ups on how to market, how to promote, how to put things out online, things like that, which gives me a great advantage. And also the business degree has taught me how to just do good business and make sure that all my paperwork is in order, writing strategic marketing plans. I don't really have to hire anybody to do that type of stuff because I can pretty much do administrative deeds on my own.
Knowing that you've been having quite the success in your career, is there anything that you wish you would have known when you first started out in your career? I know you mentioned about your growth and your development earlier throughout the years, but how have you been able to continue, learn, to elevate, to basically stay on top of things in your career?
I lost a lot along the way in these years, and I shouldn't have given so many people a chance. I'm a lover, not a fighter, so I'm always trying to take people with me. Come on. And I need to be more cautious with that. A lot of people are users and manipulators, and they're really not around benefiting you, more so themselves. And so if I knew then what I know now, I probably would have just started with myself and got myself a lot further instead of wasting time with people and using years and money over people who were not around me to uplift me. And I mean, everybody is a scratch your back, I'll rub your back, you rub mine kind of situation. And I get that. But because I don't do anything without the intention of making sure that the people around me are okay. Like, I'm going to pick a person who I know their gift is this. And if they help me with this, I'll make sure that they accomplish this. And in a lot of those cases, I was doing that, but they weren't helping me on that. Like, it was a one-way street of life. So I would just say I would more so be more cautious of the people that I allow to be around me, because truth of the matter is, longevity doesn't make you a friend, loyalty does. And a lot of people were very unloyal to me who I thought were my friends. And in business, you have to learn that a lot is not personal. It's mostly business. And at any given time when someone feels like their business or their money or their whatever could be shifted or jeopardized or adjusted, if they're not loyal to you, they will throw you under the bus. They will stab you in your back. They will try to diminish your character. It's important when you get to a certain level in your career that you begin to be cautious of those things and not thinking, oh, that's my cousin, they ain't gonna play me. Yeah, your cousin's gonna play you. So I just want to encourage others, and as well as keep that mindful to myself, that I just have to be very cautious and figure out what people's true intentions are.
Despite everything that you've been through, all the trials and tribulations and whatnot, on, what has been the keys to your success?
And everybody keeps asking me a similar question, but I keep coming up with the same answer. I want a different answer, but the best answer I can give is never giving up. I could have quit a long time ago. You know, a lot of people put out one song, they can't come up with the next one, or can't, just can't keep their buzz going. And I was able to accomplish that by never quitting, no matter how many no's I got, no matter what it was. When people heard that song, they fell in love with it like it came out yesterday, and still to this day. And so I just ran with that in every way possible. And 8 years later, it has landed me an opportunity in a moment that I now have to keep this momentum going and work on spinoffs and, just hopefully capitalize to the top of the tier in the TV world with that moment. So to answer you once again, I would say just never quit, never give up.
You have been an advocate for plus size women. How have you used your lyrics to basically be an advocate for plus size women?
Do a lot of self-help work. I guess I like to call it hyping myself up, and stop caring what other people think. That's usually my message in my music. It's to uplift you and make you feel good about yourself. You realize that you don't need people to feel dope. You don't need people to acknowledge you to feel sexy. You can make yourself feel all these ways without anyone. You just have to believe it and learn to truly love yourself. Now, that's a whole nother show on a podcast, but it's something that's internal, and it's something that comes from within that nobody can give you. Encourage ourselves and be able to repeat lines like, I'm important, bitch, I'm important, to ourselves, so that we can feel it and then others will believe it.
Now, you mentioned about your inspirations and your creativity. Being that you're an artist, how do you keep up with the current music trends?
I let the internet tell me what's popping and what's not. I don't listen to a whole lot of radio like I should, but I let the internet, whatever's going viral is what I'm listening to. Because if it goes viral, I know it's a hit. Most of the music that I listen to now are the viral hits from TikTok or Facebook, Instagram, mostly Instagram. I'm mostly on Instagram.
As I mentioned before, quite a lot of great things in your career. So as far as some of your future goals that you want to accomplish, some of the future project, anything else in music?
That's what everybody wants to know. Well, are you going to put out more music? Is the music over? Yes, I'm putting out more music. The label and I haven't decided if we're going to do an EP or an album, just drop a single. I'm hoping for an EP because all these years don't think that I ain't been recording. I got a lot of songs, but not just as an artist. I have a lot of songs that are out that are in the sync and licensing world. I haven't stopped doing music. The music really never stopped. I just kind of switched lanes. Instead of being your traditional artist, I was putting out music for licensing and syncs. When Important got licensed with Southwest Airlines, that was some of the biggest money I had ever made on my music. And I've been synced with several shows like Grownish, Florida Girls. I was on the promo commercials for the Dodge commercial that was linked with Fast and Furious 9. It has been a journey. The music never stopped, but I am going to put more music out as an artist. I don't know. I'm going to have to let you just stay tuned. It could be sooner than you think. Stay in tune. Always thank you for keeping me encouraged, letting me know you think about me and things like that, because those things help. I'll never forget the people like you and others who have also kept me relevant in your cities, your states. I'm just excited, man. Yeah, the music ain't never stopped. If I stop the music, I'm probably still going to do something like start my own label or something like that. Like, the music is never going to stop for me because it is my personal.
Any future goals or projects that you want to accomplish?
Well, like I just mentioned, I do want to start an all-female label. I do want to open a chain of lingerie boutiques, or kind of like Victoria's Secrets for fat girls, but they would all be big intimates. There's a list of things I want to do. Those two things are like the ones that stick out to me the most. Want to get more into advocacy for organ and tissue donations and just educating the Black community on how important being a donor is and could be for you, your family and the lives of people around you. And mentioning my dad, he had a heart transplant that gave him 13 more years with us until COVID took him from us. He had changed so many things with that and boosted the numbers by 73%. African American donors who had signed up under him in the state of Missouri, the entire state, he boosted those numbers on his own. So I just want to keep his legacy alive, do more advocating for organ tissue donation in the Black community.
So you touched up on earlier some new singles in the near future with music. If you've yet to release an EP or an album, what can we expect off of an EP or an album?
As an artist, I have not put out an EP or an album. Like I said, you never know. You might be an EP out one day. I can't really tell you a whole lot right now. You just got to kind of stay in tune, see when the new music is coming out.
Well, I'm sure it's going to be banging for sure, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You got to beat important. It's hard to beat important, but it has to.
And in your career, who are you mostly thankful for?
I'm mostly thankful for my parents and God. Absolutely, of course, my brother. Without him, I would not be where I am today. My right hand, left hand, everything in my music career. So I'm very humbled by him at times. I got to grow up watching his career flourish and him being like a mentor to me, and then being able to work with him has been stressful but superior. It has brought me tons of success. So definitely my parents, God, and my siblings for sure.
So proud of you and your career. Just want to say I appreciate your time and wish you all the best.
Thank you so much for forgetting about me and always encouraging me and staying up to date with what I got going on. I appreciate that because you don't have to, and you do for whatever reason. So thank you again, Justin.